The London system is one of the most notoriously hard openings to play against. Here is how to beat it. This will work if you play move 1 d5 or knight f6. Every move you will need to play here is reliant on one chess principle. Control the center d4, bishop f4, and knight f3 are all moves that stop you from putting to pawns in the center. In return, you would need 3 pieces looking at the e5 square.
First, you must strike the center immediately to put pressure, and at the same time open up the c7 square for your queen. You do this with the move c5. Now you would develop your knight to c6 here, but you shouldn't for reasons I will show you later. You would want your bishop to be on d6 to control the e5 square, but your pawn is blocking it, so now you play e6. Then you continue your plan of playing bishop d6 regardless of what white does besides taking your pawn. If they ever take your pawn on c5, here you would just capture with your bishop or play e6 in order to take your bishop, recapture with your queen and develop your knight to c6 and then strike in the center with e5. If they play bishop to g3, here you do not want to play knight to c6 as you intend to play queen to c7 in the future. If you play knight to c6 and then play queen to c7, then they will take your pawn on c5 and you can't recapture with your bishop because your pawn is pinned. So you play queen c7 first to avoid this. Then you play knight to d7 threatening to push e5. You play knight to d7 and not to c6 because you want your queen to retain sight of the c5 pawn. Now you are threatening to play e5, and if they play any move you take the bishop and thrust the long-awaited e5. In the resulting position you have plans of developing your light-squared bishop, castling, moving your rooks to the e and d files, and eventually breaking open the center with d5. You are now guaranteed at least a draw if you don't hang any piece.